Hey guys, welcome to another video. Since today is Halloween, we will be talking about something spooky. Enjoy the video. In August of 2007, 3 mysterious hats were uploaded to the Roblox avatar shop. These were barely hats, as they were gray cubes that would sit on top of whoever wore them. The 3 cubes were named Mysterious Object, Mysterious Object 2, and Mysterious Object 4. As you may have noticed, there was no Mysterious Object 3. Players picked up on this detail and were quite confused. On August 10th, Shedlet Sky posted on the Roblox blog informing users about these mysterious objects. They were said to have attached themselves to the heads of Robloxians. Adding on to this, the boxes had mysterious properties. Some Robloxians reported theirs spinning around. The final clues were 4 haikus that gave hints on the true meaning of each box. The haikus led to the contents of each box. Haiku 1 goes as follows. Threaded fastener, twist around, face them. Hold fast, lest they be faster. As stated by Shedlet Sky, the first line gives the whole thing away. I mean, how many objects can you think of that are threaded fasteners, twist around and hold things tight? If you guessed that this was a screw, you would be correct. After that, the screw was sold for 70 tickets to whoever hadn't gotten it yet. Haiku 2 goes as follows. Curdled, but dauntless. Struggle for your dignity. But beware of mice. Personally, I find this to be the easiest haiku of them all. The keywords are curdled and mice, which led to the conclusion that this box would become a cheese hat. This also makes sense with line 2 stating that you must struggle for your dignity, which makes sense because cheese is quite the abnormal thing to wear. Again, the cheese hat was then sold for 65 Robux after being opened. Haiku 4 goes as follows. Dios Achilles, one head among thousands when Ilium died in fire. As could be guessed, this is Greek. The first line means God like Achilles. The second and third line add up to be a reference to Iliad, which is the story of the sacking of Troy by a Greek army. Since all the mysterious objects were hats, people were able to figure out that the box contained a Greek army helmet. Shedlet Sky helped the confused users by wearing a shirt with a picture of a hoplite on it for several days. A hoplite is basically just a Greek soldier. As shown in this image, the helmet was sold for an astounding 1,000 Robux. Now, users just had to solve the mystery of the third object. The hunt for this object began with proving that it even existed. Upon looking in the recently updated tab in the avatar shop, players could see that the third mysterious object was real. The beginning of the hunt began with another haiku, which goes as follows. Void star 20, foolishly different. No call stack. All gone. At first, nothing in this haiku seems to be useful. However, lines 2 and 3 reference the programming mistake of deferencing a null pointer, which causes a crash. Unfortunately, this does not give any true hints to getting this object, in a way making it a red herring. The true hunt began in sword fights on the heights, as referenced by the photo in the blog post. In the game, there were 4 different bricks that, when touched, would print one of the 4 haikus. Opening the map in Roblox Studio and finding the script for brick number 3 would give a mysterious message. Ah, the mysterious number 3. Perhaps the most mysterious of all. The Garden of Proserpine. Dead dreams of days forsaken. Googling the Garden of Proserpine would give you a poem written by Algernon Swinburne. The poem is about the Greek myth of Persephone. The actual poem was not important for now, but the author was. Searching for a user named Swinburne on Roblox would lead to a profile. Users had to message Swinburne with their guesses for the contents of boxes I, 2, and 4. If they were correct, Swinburne would friend them. Being friended by Swinburne gave players access to a friends-only place called Here, where the world is quiet. This name of this place was actually the first line of the poem from earlier. The place was based off of the poem. Hidden inside were 4 spheres which corresponded to specific lines from the poem. Unfortunately, players had to collect these in a certain order, instead of however they wanted. I will go in order for each hint, giving its location. First, Dead Days of Dreams Forsaken. The orb is located at the top of a forsaken tower in the middle of the map. Second, Blind Buds That Snows Have Shaken. This leads to the orb hidden in the snowy wheat field. Third, Wild Leaves That Winds Have Taken. The location of this orb is under the largest tree in the forest. Finally, Red Strays of Ruined Springs. This orb is in the middle of a dangerous, ruined lake. After collecting the 4 orbs in order, players had to head over to the temple. Assuming they did it correctly, they could gain entrance to the temple and obtain their prize. Entering the temple was the final main step to the puzzle. Inside this temple, a glowing box told players to message Swinburne with the password Algernon. Messaging him this by August 16th would get you the 3rd mysterious object. After that day, Swinburne stopped accepting friend requests, as Shedlet Sky didn't want people who had gotten the answer from others to get the box. In the end, 14 players solved the puzzle. All winners discovered that mysterious object 3 had become the Void Star gift box, which would soon open into the Void Star. At this time, the Void Star was being sold for 20,000 tickets, a very expensive price. The gift box was used as a memento for those who had actually solved the puzzles and not paid for the Void Star. As well as this, BLXHD was rewarded a bonus of 1,000 Robux for being the first player to solve all the puzzles legitimately. To this day, the Swinburne level is uncopy locked and anyone can still attempt to solve the puzzles, although for no reward. After the puzzle was over and prizes were issued, a blog post was made by Shedlet Sky telling the entire story of the Void Star. In the comments of this blog, most players were either celebrating their victories, or lamenting their losses. However, Clockwork, who helped Shedlet Sky make this puzzle, was talking about, and I quote, "this great burrito place near Roblox." After some research, I have concluded that this was most likely a Chipotle. Sorry, that's all I have to say. Happy Halloween.